Transforming Families with Randy and Leslie, the podcast where we delve into the heart of what truly matters, our families. Healthy families make healthy societies. I'm Randy.
And I'm Leslie. We're diving deep into the powerful insights of Dr. Randy's groundbreaking book, The Family Legacy: Shaping Culture from the Inside Out.
Hear inspiring stories and strategies to transform your family. We'll explore topics like communication, forgiveness, healing, parenting, marriage. We'll cover it all.
We'll have provoking conversations with experts, coaches, and real-life families who are benefiting from intentional family building.
This podcast isn't just about theories, it's about tools that you can implement today.
We all come from families, so this podcast is for you.
Join us on this incredible family journey. Subscribe now as we learn to do family as God designed.
Transforming families, one episode at a time. Remember, whoever wins the family wins the culture in the end. Let's go. Hey, everybody. Dr. Randy and Leslie here. I am Leslie.
And I'm Randy.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We're really excited today. We want to talk to you about Tribe.
Yeah. So one of the things that we heard from our listeners and those who are following us is that, hey, we love this, but we need it at a pace that works in our lives because we are busy. Anybody out there busy? Duh. And so what we've done is we've created the Tribe. You may have heard something about this, but we just want to welcome you and really ask you to consider joining our tribe. What the tribe is, it's a community of families that love Jesus and they're committed to do family as he designed.
Yeah.
And so what it looks like is we've got a 4-week cycle where we invest into families. So what we hear from and on needs that they have, like very specific.
Like, let's talk about communication. That's one of the biggest things when we do conferences and even people that come to our school, they really struggle around communication. Like in your family, do you really feel like you walk away from a conversation and that you were heard?
Yeah. That you're seen, that you're understood. Like most of our families, honestly, this is the number one felt need that they have. They're like, we just don't, we talk over each other. We avoid each other. We don't actually connect.
Yeah. And this is not just with marriages. We experience this with a lot of kids too, from all ages. Like when you get them off to the side and you have a conversation with them, they're like, my mom and my dad or my brother, they don't understand me. I don't get to finish a thought. And I don't feel like they really hear my heart.
Yeah. A lot of people will just say, oh, it's not safe. I just don't share what I really think because I'm going to get an argument or
it's going to be used against me.
Offense. Yeah. And so what do we do with that need? Well, in the tribe, week 1, we send out a video or a podcast, a tool that you get to watch at your convenience because we know you're busy. And it's not long. It's like, 15 to 30 minutes or something like that. Week 2, then we meet online on Zoom and we teach a tool around communication. Like we have part 1 and part 2. The first 2 months coming up here of the tribe is empathetic listening and what we call speaking the truth in love. And it is a tool that will honestly blow your mind. Like people get this and they're like, wow, this is really something. And we'll actually do a group coaching live with the families in Tribe online. You can ask questions and we'll give you the tool.
Very interactive. This isn't something you're just going to come and watch. This particular week 2, is very interactive. We're going to give you the lowdown, the nuts and bolts, the actual how to listen. Like for real, listen to understand so that out of that flow where you're resolving conflict, where there's connection.
And then the following week, we'll just have a time and it's optional, right? Oh, by the way, that's only 60 minutes, right? 60 minute, one time a week. That's a worthy investment into your family if you're having something like communication problems. And but that 3rd week, we'll have a time what we call share, pray, and Q&A, meaning how's it going? Where do you need help and assistance? And a lot of our family coaches will be on there to be willing to connect with you and help you and pray with you. And then week 4, we just send another email and check in with you. Like, how's it really going? And what else, how else can we help you so that we can be responsive to the needs of our tribe members in bringing the content? And that's it for the month. It's a a drip, if you will, campaign, but it's got a high personal touch. And we're investing a lot of time and energy into our tribe because we really want to impact families. And so we want to encourage you, click below, sign up for Tribe. We have a special right now. What's our special?
We do. We're doing a founders special, 50% off. So for $47 a month, you get 4 touches in a month around a specific topic. And we're going to launch this around communication. Again, that's one of the biggest felt needs we hear from people. And again, these are tools that you can actually pull out and use real time and practice and get support around. We all hopefully we're taking our families to church once a week, and it's great. Wonderful. And we all need that. And what's a little more unique about what we're bringing in Tribe in these weekly touches is it's very practical. How to. This is not theoretical. This is biblical, but it is the how to actually accomplish this growth in your family. Yeah,
so good. And really, we're asking you, do you know families? I mean, maybe your siblings have kids and families, or maybe your people at your work or at your church. Would you be willing to just share this with them and let them decide if this is something that they need or not? We could really use an army of people to get the Tribe out there to people because we want to help families.
Remember, guys, we truly believe there's biblical foundation that all of culture flows downstream from family. And can you just imagine if just your family and the families in your sphere were really operating at a level of God's design, how that's going to impact the culture around you, how your kids show up at school, whether they're home educated or they're out in a public school, how you're showing up in your jobs, in your church community, when you're out in public at the grocery stores and the restaurants and sporting events. Listen, we are the light of the world. Help us get this out there so that the families are operating in health in the family of God, truly, for real. Not where we're hiding things and it's just good enough. No, that's short of design.
Yeah. Hey, so you can click below. Here it is, www.tribefamily.org. Tribefamily.org. That takes you to the landing page where it explains all about the Tribe, gives you an opportunity to sign up. But let's talk for a couple more minutes. What are some of the other topics besides communication that we have tools to help families with?
Yeah, one of those communication things is defensiveness. How many times have you been in a perhaps disagreement with a spouse or a kid or kids between kids where the reaction coming out of yourself or from the other person is very defensive? And it turns into, I'm right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to double down. I'm going to triple down. I'm going to quadruple down.
Level because
up. I'm right. And both parties walk away very dissatisfied and disconnected.
Not feeling heard. Instead, why don't we actually really listen and get the best ideas out there and find agreement around them? You said, well, you don't understand. We see things so totally different. Well, how do two walk together if they don't agree? Amos says, and the answer is rhetorical. You cannot. So there is a way.
There is a way. And so how do you have a conversation where it's loving and respectful and your heart posture is to listen, to understand? And that's different than necessarily agreeing with what the other person is saying. But it allows space, as Randy says, for all of the best ideas to be brought out in an environment where everybody is seen, everyone's heard. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And so we've even kind of now jumped from just communication to conflict resolution, which is another one of our big topics for a month. I mean, would it be valuable for you or families if you had a way to address conflict that was healthy? Here's the truth. Healthy conflict is a part of every relationship because no two people are exactly the same and see things exactly the same. So if we want healthy relationships in our marriages, families, at work, at church, if in our communities, if we want healthy relationships, we must master healthy conflict. And something Leslie said is what happens. When we're good at healthy conflict, the best ideas win. It isn't people that win, I'm right, or I get my way. No, it's a group of people, whether that's two or a family of five or a company. A group of people are able to choose in to agree together about a way of doing things where there was conflict, which is amazingly powerful.
Yeah.
And we have the tools to do that. So you would take that month and through those weeks, this drip. Again, it's not overwhelming. It fits into busy lives.
Yeah, we have two forms of currency in our life. We have our dollars and we have our time. And all of us, whether we're conscious of it or not, invest in the things that we most value. And we understand economically and from a time poverty place, like we're stretched. Our families are really stretched, and we hear you, which is why we've put this tribe together the way we have. And we're bringing it to you in a way that's really affordable, $47 a month.
Yeah.
And it's really, while it's 4 weekly touches, it's not that much time, but it's powerful. It's effective and efficient.
Yeah. We'll give you one more and then we'll wrap it up, because another thing that God has given us what we call transformation technology. And the scripture says this in Romans chapter 12, that we are transformed by the renewing of our minds.
Yeah.
In other words, we think new thoughts in our heart, and as a result, our lives and our results are transformed. So our relationships get better, or our finances get better, or our,
how we even hear the Lord gets better.
But there's a way that happens specifically. And how do we transform our thinking? Well, there's a process for that. And this is one of our best tools that we give to people. How do I recognize what I'm actually thinking? And because up to 95% of our thinking is subconscious, it's in our heart and we're not that aware of it, but there's a way to be aware of it. And once I am, I can evaluate that thinking, and wherever my thinking disagrees with God, that's the opportunity for me to repent, basically, change my thinking and come to agreement with God, which then produces different results. If you want to change something in your life right now, in your family or your life that you don't like, I mean, just look at where are the pain points.
Yeah.
Where are the things that, man, I could change? I would change them if I could. Those are the things that this tool will address. You want to transform I'm serious, your marriage, your income, your connection, your parenting, your purpose in life. Oh, I've always wanted to do that. I've had this dream to write a book. I had this dream to make. Well, there's a reason why you haven't done it yet. Same with me. And this is a tool that we will teach. And if you put it into practice, you will be transformed and you'll get different results.
And we're going to be bringing you lots of tools as Tribe continues on a monthly basis. But we're going to start with this communication piece. And I want to leave you guys with this, just something to ponder, to think about. How you listen to God is how you listen to other people. Just sit on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
How are you listening to God? We have tools, biblical tools, to teach you how to hear God in a very clear, beautiful, loving way. And as we learn how to really hear from the one who knows everything, we're going to start to listen to other people the same way.
It's so good.
And this is kingdom living.
Yeah. So again, here it is, tribefamily.org. And you can sign up and help us get the word out, because we see what God is doing in families is so amazing.
You guys are the light of the world. Let's be it.
And you can be together. You can be a part of that change in families. So I think that's it for today. Remember this always: whoever wins the family
wins the culture in the end.
We'll see you next time. That wraps up another inspiring episode of Transforming Families with Randy and Leslie. We hope that today's conversation has left you feeling empowered and equipped to take action.
Remember, transforming families begins with transforming ourselves. Let's be intentional, loving, and persevere. You're not alone. We're right here with you.
We believe Proverbs 24:3. Wise people are builders. They build families, businesses, and communities. Through intelligence and insight, their enterprises are established and endure.
Thanks for joining us today. We encourage you to stay connected with us on social media, join our email list, and learn more about our resources and classes at the Family School by visiting thefamilyreformationproject.com.
Remember to subscribe, share with your loved ones, and spread the word about transforming families. We'll see you on our next episode. And remember, whoever wins the family wins the culture in the end.